The film business headline could read, "The Devil Knocks Out the Mafia." For in 22 U.S. and Canadian cities, the old box office champ, The Godfather, is being flattened by that movie about diabolical possession, The Exorcist.
Welcome, listeners, to the inaugural episode of Mum and I. This is a series of podcasts where me, myself, Bob Noble, and my mum, June Noble, look back on a popular film. How are you tonight, Mum?
Good, thanks.
So we're going to talk about The Exorcist today. It's a very popular film from my mum's era. So it was released in the UK on March 16th, 1974. Do you remember other films that were released that year? Or?
I went to cinema mostly every week then, Bob. In those days you had 2 movies for the price.
Anything, spring to mind anything that...
Producers that I watched.
Producers that married Mel Brooks? No. Okay, right. How old were you then?
I thought I saw The Producers when I was 14, but it couldn't have been because I wouldn't have been allowed into The Exorcist if I was only 14.
It's true. Do you know who directed The Exorcist? Did you know?
Friedkin, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Did you know at the time that William Friedkin directed it?
I think so. In those days, I didn't really know much about directors. I knew the big directors like Lynch and Lean and Huston, the old-fashioned directors. But I do remember because I read the book so many times, and it would probably tell you.
Did you read the book before you saw the film?
I don't remember because remember in the early 70s. There wasn't advertisements the same as there is now.
So,
there wasn't.
How did you find out about The Exorcist?
It was word of mouth. Everybody knew about it.
Did you know before it released that it was coming? How did you know that?
I think probably on the TV, like Parkinson.
Right, okay.
He would do film, whatever it was, 73.
So like now, how me and you watch Mark Kermode on BBC, like Film Review.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know your kind of background on it.
Yeah. How
you know The Exorcist. You obviously are keen with it. You know it. So I'm going to take you all the way back. You know the hype that's coming. Did you know from Was it from Americans? I
think it was in the paper. Obviously, it was about people fainting. It was about people having to get taken out. It was.
Did you see any of that when you saw it? In Scotland or local area?
No, but in those days when you went to cinema, it was called the pictures. Always we went to the pictures. You had to queue to get in. Every single seat was taken up. You were jam packed.
Was there anything like
as
it
big as that? Well,
before
yeah.
it?
I remember the first time I went to see. I think it was the Town of Fender. We couldn't get in. You just couldn't. That was at the Orient, which is
in Ayr. Well, was in Ayr.
Oh well, it was Babylon after that, and there was quite a number of cinema houses you could go to. Obviously, and you got 2 films for the price of one. You could stay in and watch it all again. You would go and you would be there for about 4.5 hours with your 10 fags and your pieces and like.
I don't think I have been. I think I went and saw Ready Player One recently, and I saw 2 cans, and I think it was Stella, wife Peter.
If you're there for 4 or 5 hours, you're going to need to take.
Yeah, to be honest, that's good thought. Your first experience was that in Ayr Cinema?
Yeah, okay. It was the Odeon. I definitely remember it was the Odeon.
Who were you with?
I don't remember. It must have been friends.
Do you ever remember maybe seeing it for the first time and saying, "Oh, come see it"? Do you remember asking other people to go see it again with you?
Yeah, we talked about it. A lot of people. People found it frightening. Friends of mine found it frightening, but it was more the special effects that they found frightening, which I didn't find.
Yeah.
That didn't affect me the same. It was partly probably because I had read the book. It was a bit deeper for me.
Yeah, of course. So you saw it with friends?
Yeah.
You didn't see it with... You see it with your brother at all? Or?
I did in 98. I think it was banned for quite a number of years. And it was re-released on 25th anniversary, and I went when I was pregnant with you.
This is weird.
1998, I was pregnant with you and I went with my brother, and I didn't really want to go because I still find it frightening. And obviously he really wanted to go, so I did.
So it's never, even though you know what's coming, you still... Oh yeah. It still frightens you.
Definitely.
To this day.
It's
before you've even seen it again, you're still scared to watch it.
Thinking about just now, it's more about... I think the characters are so well drawn, it takes quite a while to get into it, obviously. You believe in the relationship with the mother and the daughter, and it's the girl's voice, it's her face, you can almost smell her. Obviously in the book it talks about the smells and the how cold it is. Obviously they filmed it in a refrigerated room.
Did you, when you read the book, were you first comparing the two, and underwhelmed by it? Or
no, I wasn't.
Underwhelmed by because I know a lot of it's not cut out from the book, but
there's a lot in the book that's not obviously in the film. It's a very, very well written book. It's not crap.
That's the thing. It is probably the best director at the time to take on that and take it seriously.
It's also an excellent film. It's one of my favourite films of all time.
What do you think's better, book or the film?
I like both of them. I think.
Do you think it's better as a film, or do you think the book
probably scares you as much as the film does?
Right, okay. Do you think now that would be the same?
I don't know. You said you watched it.
But how young was I when I watched it?
You didn't really get it the same as I did.
Well, at the time, I saw The Omen at the same time, probably about the same year, a year before me, but I still prefer The Omen. I don't believe it more. I think they're both still on that edge.
But again, there are very good actors and well-known actors in the roles.
Yeah, of course.
In The Omen. And that's what makes it more credible, I think. I mean, Gregory Peck.
Go back to again, seeing it again with your brother in 1998, Pregnant with Me. Had your opinion changed of it?
Not at all. I was still scared.
So you saw it in the 70s a couple of times. And you hadn't seen it for 20 years?
Well, it must be. I think it was banned. I'm pretty sure you couldn't get hold of it. Or if it was on...
Did you read the book? Did you?
In between, no.
Right,
No, I haven't read the book again. I remember reading the book and I would stay up till 3 and 4 in the morning. I mean... Before I was going to school in the morning.
How old were you at the time?
Teens, I don't really know exactly. And then after I'd seen the film a couple of times, my mum would come up behind me and scare me when I was washing my face. And I was scared to turn round in case Reagan was sitting in the bed laughing, and that horrible demonic laugh that she had.
Do you think the film has been overhyped at all? Over the years, since it came out in 72?
I have read articles about it. I have...
Do you think it holds up from what you remember?
Oh, definitely. I haven't obviously seen it for a wee while, but I mean, even one of the film reviewers was saying it's still his favourite film of all time. I mean, there was huge things written in the paper about, you know, don't go to see this film if you have a nervous disposition. There are people, you know, it's a bit like the Psycho.
Was there any other, in modern times, have you seen any film like that or heard anything, any buzz around a film that's that scary or controversial? Can you think of anything after The Exorcist that's been as bad as that?
Well, The Exorcist is the one for me that I'll always remember. Remember, you know, it was a very social thing as well, because there was such a lot of people going to the cinema at the same time, and you know, there was no seats.
Yeah. After 44 years, do you think The Exorcist will have the same impact on you as it did when you first saw it?
You know, I did see it obviously 20 years ago, and I feel it wasn't the occasion that it was when I first saw it. I think that has partly to do with it as well, but I'm probably more refined.
You're dreading watching it, aren't you?
Well, I don't really know if I... The worst bit is when she kills the old priest. He dies, and she's sitting sniggering in the bottom of the bed.
That's the bit you're not looking forward to.
That's the bit I really don't like.
That's the bit we're going to...
And when she pretends like she's a young priest's mum, you know, Demi, why you leave me, Demi?
Do you think that's the most quotable film? Do you think that's the one that you know?
Could you help an old altar boy, Father?
Right, okay, on that note, I'd just like to say thank you to all who listened. Thank you again, Mum, for this.
It's goodbye from me.
And thanks again for listening. Hope you enjoy the second episode as much as you enjoyed the first. See you later.